The Army Commendation Medal, which I have multiple awards on. That's what the little leaves are on it. Next to that is the Army Achievement Medal. Again, multiple awards for the different services I provided. I believe that's my second award. All right, good afternoon. My name's Patrick Greenhalgh. I'm a criminal defense lawyer here with Ruane Attorneys. I work out of the New London office that I'm sitting in now, and I service the courts here on the eastern half of the state. So that includes New London, Norwich, Middletown, and Danielson. So I'm originally from Connecticut. I grew up here in my childhood in Plainfield, Connecticut. Before I became an attorney, I was actually with the United States Army. I served for almost 8 years as an intelligence agent for them. I started my career actually serving as a intelligence liaison to the 2nd Korean Army. During the first North Korean missile crisis, we actually helped talk down the South Koreans from going to war, and my unit won a big award for that. After that, I was transferred out into the state of Georgia, where I was working satellite communications and top secret communications methods. I led a couple of SATCOM teams there, and we deployed to Ireland, to Spain, and to Kuwait several times in support of Iraqi freedom. After that, I was transferred to become an interrogator and spy runner with the 10th Mountain Division, where I ran an intelligence team in Kandahar, Afghanistan for a year. Why I chose to join the military was, I imagine, as much of my fellow countrymen did back at the time. It was shortly after 9/11. We were in a big furor about both the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War breaking out, and we wanted to do our purpose. In addition, they provided a lot of good benefits, such as covering for college costs after your service was complete. After I got out of the military, my focus was to study law, and I did both my undergraduate and graduate with the University of Connecticut. I was actually, when I first started studying law, I was actually interested in doing criminal prosecution. I actually did internship for about 2 years with the prosecutor's office here in the eastern part of the state before graduating and then moving on to become a proper lawyer myself. My first position was actually doing as a writing clerk for the judges of the state. I did the writing and research for the Office of Legal Research for the judicial branch itself. Unfortunately, that position only lasted a year, so thereafter I went and found myself a position with another firm that handled debt settlement. I did that for a few years until I found the opportunity to finally get into what I wanted to do, criminal law, and joined up here with Ruane. Some of the more common cases that we receive here, I see, of course, a lot of DUIs. That's often a very big caseload that we have. But in addition, we see gun cases, a lot of public disturbances coming out of the casinos. That's quite often. Unfortunately, there's also a lot of family violence cases that come across my desk. I would say, and of course, traffic tickets and small infractions, those are always a constant. But those are probably the heavy majority of what I receive across my desk. Has practicing criminal law lived up to what I expected? That and more. This is, I think, one of the most engaging and fun levels of law to learn at. No two cases are the same, and even if charged with the same crimes, every case is unique, and every case has to be handled uniquely. Can't handle it like an assembly line. And when you dig down, you look into the facts, you look into the evidence, you can always find a path forward here. It's a great puzzle every time, and I enjoy the engagement. There are other areas for me to explore in the future? I don't believe so. For the longest time, as long as I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to practice criminal defense. It's what I focused on in law school. And since finally getting the opportunity to practice it in my own right after becoming a lawyer, I don't think there's another area of law I want to go into. I've dabbled in, of course, many others. Debt law, financial, family law. None of them hit the same mark as criminal law for me, so I think I'm here for the long run.